Welcome to Budapest. Buda side, Pest side. Both sides of Budapest are connected by the Széchenyi chain bridge. And this is the Danube River. This is the chain bridge. It was actually the first connection between the Buda side, which is the other side, and the Pest side, or Pest side as you would say in Hungarian, which is the side that we're on now.
The Hungarian language is very interesting. The word in Hungarian that means thank you, unfortunately, is a bad word in Arabic.
Köszönöm. Kösz.
The Hungarian language is so difficult. Sometimes in Hungarian, one letter produces a sound that we would need two letters to make in English, and vice versa. Hey, check out Buda Castle. This castle was built in the 13th century to protect the inhabitants of the medieval town of Buda from invaders. Unfortunately, that didn't quite work because in the 16th century, Buda was invaded by the Ottoman Turks. But fortunately, in the 19th century, the Habsburgs came to the area and restored the city and restored the castle.
And now Buda Castle houses the Hungarian National Gallery. Lots of art.
Let's go. Onward. And this is the Parliament building. The Hungarian Parliament building took decades to build. It was finally finished in 1902 and is considered one of the finest neo-Gothical buildings in all of Europe.
In my opinion, I think this is the best looking Parliament building in the world.
The building is even prettier at night when it's well lit. All of Budapest is very well lit at night.
Nightlife in Budapest, hardcore techno. Hardcore techno. I am cool. These are very fast escalators. Gotta be careful. Behind us is the New York Cafe, and we're gonna go in for breakfast.
24-karat gold on top, sprinkled right on top.
According to the information on their sugar packet, it's the most beautiful cafe in the world. And I think I have to agree with that information provided by their sugar packet. I'm also going to take this home with me.
The dome of St. Stephen's Basilica behind me is 315 feet tall, which is actually the same height as Parliament. The reason for this same height is to show the equivalence between church and state. A strange fact about St. Stephen's Basilica is that the mummified forearm of St. Stephen is actually kept in the Holy Right-Hand Chapel right near the main altar inside of the church. I like pedestrian-only streets.
Yeah, behind us is the big St. Stephen Cathedral. And this is such a nice street in front of it. Lots of restaurants and dining options.
That's the name of it. I'm not really sure where to go with that word, but that's what it is.
We're in a area called the Fisherman's Bastion, and this is like on a hill that's high up, so you can get a view of the Pest side from here and the river.
The Fisherman's Bastion was built in a neo-Romanesque style. It offers some of the most picturesque views of Budapest. Check out the view behind me. You can even see the Parliament on the Pest side.
The statue behind me is kind of like at the center of the Fisherman's Bastion. It is a statue of Saint Stephen on a horse. This is Matthias Church, which is in the middle of the Fisherman's Bastion, and the church has a very decorative roof.
The Matthias Church was originally destroyed in the 1200s. Fortunately, it was rebuilt. The final restoration was actually done in the last half of the 1800s. It was built and rebuilt and restored in several architectural styles, including Gothic and Neo-Baroque. Although the outside of the church was built in a very Gothic style, the inside is more of an East meets West kind of design. It was inspired by Orientalism and Romanticism. The colors were actually painted on the walls and on the ceiling, and they're mainly a warmer color palette, kind of earth tones, plus some blues in there as well. This church has been used since about 1015. For centuries it was used to coronate Hungarian kings, then the Ottoman Turks used it as a mosque, and then currently used as a Roman Catholic church. This is Buda Tower. I'm excited that we decided to do this because it seems to be a bit away from the touristy areas. It seems like we have the whole tower to ourselves. We didn't have elevators 600 years ago when this tower was built.
From the top of Buda Tower, you can see the Parliament building over there. We're climbing up Gellert Hill.
It's a hike.
It's a very steep incline.
Are you walking backwards or help? It's just using kind of different muscles.
On top of the Gellert Hill, there's this giant statue of a woman. The statue is called the Statue of Freedom.
It was totally worth it for the view.
This is probably the highest point in Budapest.
This is Hero Square. This castle is a mixture of Renaissance, Gothic, Baroque, and Romanesque styles.
I don't think I can pronounce the name of that castle. We're crashing a wedding. You wanna put?
That's really good. It's a Hungarian hot dog. We're at the Széchenyi bath. It's an interesting experience. There's a lot of people everywhere. I feel like we're in a fish tank or something, just packed in like sardines.
So crowded. At least the water is warm.
Hungary is known for its natural hot springs or natural thermal springs. So all of the different pools here at Széchenyi baths are naturally heated to whatever temperature they're at. The baths have a lot of different minerals naturally dissolved in the water. There's magnesium, chloride, sulfur, and a bunch of other ones. We're about to enter our door in the Ritz-Carlton Budapest. Let's see what it looks like.
Wawawiwa. Nice.